Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let me make sure we live, guys. Make sure we live. Okay. Yo. I don't think y'all understand how stressful that really was just now, bro. Like, just trying to get the damn stream going, that was probably top stressful thing. Like, I don't think y'all even understand really like how stressful it is to start setting up streams and stuff. I was supposed to start streaming like 30-40 minutes ago, and you know, it didn't happen. But at least we're here right now. I'm not gonna lie, at least we're here right now. So I'm just shouting it out to everybody that we live. So appreciate everybody hopping in already. Appreciate the love. Y'all already know I love y'all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm just shooting out to everybody right now. Just posted my story that we live. Man, seriously though, I can't post my story because it's not a video. But anyway, y'all in here though. Appreciate y'all. What's going on, y'all? We got a whole lot to talk about today. Don't get it misconstrued. We got a whole lot to talk about. I know you see the title. We talking about Lil Durk. We talking about Lil Durk. We gonna talk about Drake versus Nicki Minaj. We also gonna talk about Drake versus Nicki Minaj. We're gonna talk about Drake and a dinner with Drake, right? Or a heaping help of $500,000. Let me also make sure I got through the chat and yeah, I can see y'all as well. Drake's cousin, you call me Drake's cousin. I appreciate that. Laughing emojis, what's going on? Damani King, what's going on, fam? All right, what's going on, y'all? Y'all already know how we get into it. We gonna start the stream, getting the energy right. We gotta get the energy right, nice and tight before we really get things going. Can you play my song? We're actually gonna play Mr. D Thing, Play It Back. Last time, if you was here, you know that I got blocked as soon as I started playing music, and I'm not with that, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not playing no more signed artists. Okay, what is this, bro? This is D Thing, Play It Back. We just gonna play this song before we get into all the action and into all the foolery. So I just like to get the energy right. So we gonna play this song real quick, and then we gonna start all the topics. Appreciate everybody in the chat. Make sure y'all drop where you from. Drop where you from in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Shout out your state. Shout out your city. Shout out your country. Let me know where you at. Where the Wolfpack at with it? All right, where the Wolfpack at with it? You know we had to mute these ads, but when the ad is done, you know what I'm saying? Then we out with people. You know what I'm saying? Just subbed. I appreciate the sub. Make sure you also check out.
But if you also listed on Verbo,
a button. Join the members. You get special emojis. You get to choose the polls of the day. You get to choose things we talk about. So make sure you join that membership. Shout out Pittsburgh. Alright, shout out D-Thang. D-Thang, we're gonna play this real quick. Alright, this is D-Thang, Play It Back. D-Thang, Play It Back. He is from the Bronx. So if you like the Bronx drill rap, they're coming up in the drill scene. Make sure you check it out, all right? What about this VS you talking about? What's VS? Oh, the verses. Yeah, Lil Durk versus Chief Keef. We doing our own personal verses. I think it should really happen. I think they're cool enough to be able to have it happen. We gonna get into the topics, though, after we play this damn video. Shout out D-Thing, Play It Back. We gonna get the energy right. Let's get it. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, snap. Let's go. We gonna get the energy going. We started off nice, guys. Started off nice. Let's go. Let's get it.
gang.
Shout out your state. Shout out your state. Shout out your country. Shout out your state.
I feel like that be pulling me like, which I know I'm the one.
Yeah. Shout out Texas. Shout out Texas.
Can't love no switch. I'm in love with my gun. Like, better sound like the shot. Gang bitch to the back. I'm a bitch to the front. That's on good. We do this for fun. Gang bitch to the back. I'm a bitch to the front. That's on good. We do this for fun. That be pulling me like, which I know I'm the one.
Shout out Texas.
They don't put on the front. I can't love no switch. I'm in love with my gun. Like, better sound like the shot. Gang bitch to the back. I'm a bitch to the front. That's on good. We do this for fun. Gang bitch to the back. I'm a bitch to the front. That's on good. We do this for fun. And I'm not just a drill rapper. I'm really trying to see if I can drill me a drill. And we done been all around.
Okay, shout out where you from.
Like, feel my money's getting way to the top. Tell them we gon' spend to the sun. They say I got like she in love now. Cause she know that I'm sticky. Ain't no kisses, ain't doing no hickeys. Like, we still running the city. And I did a whole lot, nigga. I can't leave without City. I just spending until I get dizzy.
Shout out for the subs. Thank you.
She my bitch and she popping her. And she popping the titty. They be pulling me like, which I know I'm the
Thanks for the sub. Make sure y'all check out the merch too. I'm about to pin the merch. After the video though, I got you.
Bitch to the back, I'm a bitch to the front. That's on both, we do this for fun. Bitch to the back, I'm a get to the front. That's on gang, bitch, we do this for fun. Y'all be pulling me like, but y'all know I'm the one. Like, they gon' put in the front, I can love with no switch, I'm in love with my gun. Like, yeah, it sound like the sun gang. Bitch to the back, I'm a bitch to the front. That's on both, we do this for fun. Bitch to the back, I'm a go to the front.
Where y'all from? Where y'all from? Drop it in the chat.
And I know after I saw me cold. Like, John Wayne catch me showing remorse.
Let's get it. This song is WL. Let me know chat below. WL.
Smoking his daddy, he did it before.
Shout out Pittsburgh. Atlanta, let's get it. Atlanta, ETL.
If I spin won't up that score, everybody don't stop, don't pass that ball. Like, we keep showing till that nigga fall. Like, and I put my gang on the map.
WL chat.
We've been beefing for years and nobody touched me. Like,
shout out ATL.
switching my dick, she be dying to fuck me. Like, and we all getting parts, we be screaming out more.
Like, suck my dick, like, what am I movie? I ain't never do shit, I ain't never do shit.
And my knock so big, shit be booming and nothing on the fence.
Like, suck my dick, like, what am I movie? I ain't never do shit, I ain't never like.
And my knock so big, shit booming and nothing on the fence. Like, y'all be pulling me like, but y'all know I'm the one. Like, they gon' put on the front, I can live with no switch, I'm in love with my gun.
We all from, yo, we all from. Drop it. WL chat.
Bitch to the front, that's on both, we do this for fun. Gang bitch to the back, I'ma go to the front, that's on gang, but we do this for fun. Y'all be pulling me like, but y'all know I'm the one. They gon' put on the front, I can love with no switch, I'm in love with my gun. Like, but it's not like the sun. Gang bitch to the back, I'ma bitch to the front, that's on both, we do this for fun. Gang bitch to the back, I'ma go to the front, that's on gang, bitch, we do this for fun.
What's that DJ nigga? Make a jiggy before we shoot him, you heard? Oh, get that nigga.
The energy right now. That's what we like. Y'all. The energy is right now. Alright, don't mind me. I'm about to pin the damn merchandise real quick so y'all know what's going on. Yes, we do have merch. Don't mind me. I'm about to pin it real damn quick. Y'all can see it in the chat just so we know what's going on, okay? So while that's being pinned, we're going to go back here. And then we also going to go to Academics' page. And I just want to show y'all a little tweet by Lil Durk before we get into the whole conversation of the Lil Durk versus Chief Keef versus. All right, I will say this is a hypothetical versus. I actually hope it does go down, but as it currently states, it is not in rotation. But hey, if we actually as fans and supporters say, yo, we want this, like the music industry does listen to the fans because the fans run the music industry and that's how the money is able to funnel through, okay? The years and years of them being able to make money is only through the supporters, okay? So the supporters say, yo, we want this damn versus. I think it'll happen, you know? I think especially that Durkio and Chief Keef are at the point of their careers where it's like, I think they both realize the violence is not the answer, and if they were in the same place, I don't think that anything would go on, you know what I'm saying? If you didn't know, they had beef back in the day because when Lil Durk was locked up, Chief Keef was kind of antagonizing him about not actually paying his bond. And they used to be OTG, only to Glow. You know, if you're familiar with Chief Keef, he obviously has the Glow gang, and then Lil Durk has OTF and whatnot. Okay, so, but I want y'all to respond to this tweet before we really get into it. Okay, I see Potato Chip saying Durk ain't got enough songs to do a versus, and that is where I believe you are incorrect, sir. Even 2021, he's leading in Billboard entries. Okay, and even before this, the man has had hits on hits before that even has occurred. Okay, but we're gonna dive into a little bit more on which specific songs you feel would be able to go against each other and who would actually come out on top. Right, but we're gonna tap into this tweet real quick first. Okay, so we have Lil Durk saying, I had a Wayne in his prime run, I promise. Okay, so this might be saying that he's saying his run is already done. All right, I don't think it's already done. I think it's just getting started. Okay, but do you guys think that Lil Durk is the new Lil Wayne? All right, so you know that Lil Durk's buddy, Lil Baby, he actually saying that he the Lil Wayne in his generation, which I didn't get either. I'm honestly confused by everyone saying that they're the Lil Wayne of their generation, because Lil Wayne is one of the most bar-heavy people ever. You know what I'm saying? Like, he has like such double and triple entendres. It's like I have not seen a rapper yet that can touch the amount of double and triple entendres that this man puts together in a damn verse. You know what I'm saying? I think Durk has a lot of love right now and a lot of hits, but Keef's been going for a long time. They both been going for a long time. But I will respond to this statement as well. Do you think that there would be no Lil Durk without Chief Keef? That is a statement that may seem like it's easy to make, but Chief Keef and Lil Durk make different kinds of music. You know what I'm saying? Like Chief Keef was the forefront of like the young people, like young people out the hood getting money like that. He is the forefront of that. He's the face of that, right? Lil Durk, he was making aggressive music early on, yes, for sure, but he was early on like the melodic wave and trying to get away from like the angry drill stuff way before he even popped off. Like years ago, he was already like trying to transition. Like if you ever heard like Money Walk with Future, like that's even a little bit further down the line. But even Shawty My Beyonce, like I can't imagine Chief Keef making a song called Shawty My Beyonce. Like I can't even fathom that. You know what I'm saying? Like that was around the time that Lil Durk was dating Dej Loaf and whatnot. But you saying STFU to me, I don't know who he's saying STF to you to actually. Durk ain't no new Wayne. Baby is more Durk Durk is more like Future. Wayne is Baby. Okay, but see, look, when Baby says he's the new Lil Wayne, I still don't get why. Like Lil Baby has bars. Don't get it confused, right? But let's really dive deep into why we like Lil Baby. All right, like Lil Baby has believability for sure, right? But is that the main reason why we like Lil Baby? I think we like Lil Baby because of his flows, his cadences, and the believability, right? Like when he say I'm getting 400, 200, 300,000 in a case, and you believe that man. You dig what I'm saying? So it's like I feel like that's more what we come to him for. But you come to Wayne for believability, bars, cadence, flows, metaphors, doubles and triples. You know what I'm saying? He brings different things to the table. You know what I'm saying? It's only one Lil Wayne. I do believe you on that and agree with you on that. You know what I'm saying? My bad. I agree with you, bro. True. But Baby really the only comparison. But why, though? I still am kind of confused about that. They all Sosa's kids. Wayne and Baby, two completely different talents. That's a whole fact, too. And then we have Lil Durk saying that he's the new Lil Wayne. And I'm kind of confused by that as well because he's saying that he had a Wayne in his prime run, right? And I have to disagree because I will say, though, in 2018, I actually made a video about this, saying that Lil Durk Signed to the Streets 3, I believe, it's either 3 or 4, was one of the top 5 albums of that year, or top 10. I believe I may have put it top 10, but it was one of the best albums of that year. That dropped in 2018. I still listen to the songs on the album today, right? But critically acclaimed, I don't think people critically acclaim his albums like that. You know what I'm saying? Like when Wayne was in his prime and people was really giving him that critical acclaim and giving him all the praise, like he is like anything he touched was turning to gold. Like he had the Midas touch. You know what I'm saying? Lil Durk, unfortunately, like he's been in the game for a minute, but it doesn't mean that people give him the respect that he deserves for all this time that he's been in the game. They just say like, oh, he's been in the game for a minute, but I don't think they give all his projects the respect that he's saying that he deserves for those projects. You know what I'm saying? Lil Baby bring everything to the table when it comes to rapping, bro. So maybe I'm asleep. Maybe I'm asleep in terms of Baby's a metaphor game and his pen game, but the man has literally said that he goes in the studio, he don't write. You know what I'm saying? Like you can check out the interviews. You can check all the interviews that's posted to the page. This is part of what the page is about, EBM Music Media, so you can learn things about your favorite artist, right? So I post the interviews where he'd be like, yo, I don't write. Like I go in the studio and I just spit. You know what I'm saying? Like and when stuff like that happens, more times than not, bro, like you're not spitting double and triples off the top of the dome, bro. Like there's very few people in this world that are literally spitting like intricate doubles and triples without having written it down or mentally practiced it at some point. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, the concept of Lil Wayne being or Lil Durk being the new Lil Wayne, it does kind of like confuse me, right? But let's dive into the concept of Chief Keef and Lil Durk, right? I actually posted this as a short a little while ago, okay? I posted this as a short a little while ago, and I wanted to dive back into the topic, right? Because the pictures that I did, or the songs that I did choose may have been I tried to put them in the same category, right? But we can do it where it's just like they're doing straight up song for song, and it doesn't matter like the genre or the feel of the song trying to match each other, right? So we could also do our own, because like I said, the supporters control the music industry, right? Whatever the supporters want, the music industry will give them, because that's where the money is coming from. It's coming from the viewers, coming from the people putting the money in their pockets. Why you hear all the artists saying like, oh, thank you to all my supporters. I wouldn't be here without y'all, because it's very true. You know what I'm saying? You have to make sure you let your artists know, like, yo, you wouldn't be here without me. You dig what I'm saying? So diving into this versus battle, right? Usually versus last like a good amount of time. They last like an hour or two, right? So it wouldn't just be 3 songs, okay? So we can actually do more than just 3 songs, but let's start with 3 songs, okay? So with this specific video that I already put out on the channel, you can check it out as well. It's one of the shorts already on the channel.
But I don't want to get blocked or copyrighted, so we're not going to play the music. We're just going to talk about it. I assume that all you guys know the songs because the Wolfpack, y'all be knowledgeable. I literally will say whatever in the damn community chat, and y'all know what I'm talking about, okay? Potato Chip says, name 3 of Durk's songs that can go against Bang Bang, Lola Bunny, Hadouken, and Legacy, okay? Hey, I'm not going to lie. I don't know Lola Bunny, and I don't know Legacy. I think I know Hadouken, and I know Bang Bang. Finito is also a great song, of course, but all right, so boom, right? Cool. Let's go off this, right? Let's go straight up off of this 3, and then we can do another 3 and go song by song, okay? So based off this 3, who is winning this versus battle, okay? Because Lil Durk, I don't know if y'all heard This Ain't What You Want. I assume you did, right? Apple wants me to listen to This Ain't What You Want all the damn time. Like I'll have a Lil Durk song on, and then they'll just put This Ain't What You Want in the rotation, and they just won't stop. Like they'll just have that song playing all the time. Like I don't know why Apple does that. It's like they literally will play the same songs over and over again. I feel like I know why, because I'll say things and then maybe people won't believe me about how like labels just control everything, but it's just these are facts. Like I don't know if you guys remember at the time that French Montana's songs were just added to everybody's library. Like they're trying to get people extra streams. They do whatever it is they can get people more streams to make more money. This is just facts. It is what it is, right? So This Ain't What You Want going up against Kobe, right? So say they in Chirac with it. They in Chicago. They booked out wherever the damn Bulls play to do this damn verses, right? So Lil Durk, they across from each other like Gucci Mane, Young Jeezy, right? So Lil Durk, he like, yo, bro. So I know you got hits too, but I'm about to start out with This Ain't What You Want, right? So boom. He hits it, this ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. This is a little bit pre-auto-tune Durk. You know what I'm saying? This is definitely no auto Durk. But so say Lil Durk comes out with This Ain't What You Want, and then Chief Keef respond with Kobe. Am I too good? That's 2 times 2. Stop playing with Chief. You know what I'm saying? But who win in that round? Who win in that round? If Lil Durk come out with This Ain't What You Want and Chief Keef respond with Kobe, who win in that round? Let me know. Let me know in the comments down below. Let me know in the comment section down below and in the chat. Who is winning in that? Let's go song by song. Let's go song by song and break it down song by song, and then we can add extra songs and dive into it a little bit deeper, right? So we got Sosa 2-1. We got Keef Kane Drop Nothing Hard from 2019 and up. That's facts. And hey, I'm not gonna lie to you. He not, you know what I'm saying? Like Chief Keef got a couple songs from after his initial like rise, but I can't lie, bro. Durk has songs that stretches through each like generation that he's been in. Like over the course of a decade, he has multiple hits, right? But Chief Keef has a lot of hits from when he was on the rise, right? I can't say that we can name a lot of hits after that initial rise started to turn to a decline, right? He still pulls like what 200, 300K, even turn to millions when he drops songs and videos. But like we got to be honest, like we're talking about hits now. Like when it comes to verses, with me, I'm talking about the music, right? Like I don't know if y'all think that Soulja Boy beat Bow Wow. I don't believe Soulja Boy beat Bow Wow because he had more the theatrics. Like I'm talking about the music, right? Soulja Boy played She Make It Clap like 4 times. Like you lost the verses in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? But Hellcats and Trackhawks, Voice of the Heroes, This Ain't What You Want. Hey, I'm not gonna lie, Hellcats and Trackhawks, Tyler the Creator said it best, bro. Like that is like a hood anthem. Like that's a hood. That's a like, and Lil Durk don't waste no time. Like the song starts like 3.5 milliseconds into the beat dropping. I remember claiming Dipset. Like I said, like the song don't even get a chance to really like groove before he in that mug, but he come in snapping immediately. I remember claiming Dipset. I had some bitches on my line. I told them bitches get their lips wet. You know what I'm saying? He not wasting no time. He letting you know I had some hoes on my line and I made them get their lips wet. You know what I'm saying? Like he making me sweat. You know what I'm saying? He making me sweat. But to be honest, between those 3 for each, I think Durk wins. Okay, so we're still going round by round. Round by round. This Ain't What You Want versus Kobe. Who win that round? Because we gonna start out. Lil Durk coming out. He said, "This ain't what you want," and then Chief Keef responds with Kobe. Let me know who win in that round. Boom, let's get it. Durk win. Keef got classics though. He the Chicago GOAT. I ain't gonna lie. Like I feel like. Alright, so let me know what y'all think about this basketball comparison if y'all watch sports and whatnot, right? So let's say Chief Keef the Jordan of Chicago music and Chicago drill, right? Is Lil Durk the Scottie Pippen or is Lil Durk the Kobe? Is Lil Durk the Kobe of Chicago drill, or is he the Scottie Pippen? Because like I said, they both were OTG at one point before they beefed and they split up and then they went their separate ways. Once again, the whole like Lil Durk was locked up and Chief Keef wouldn't give money for the bail and whatnot and wasn't really put on his people, and that's really what Lil Durk was claiming, whatnot, woo bang bang. So we got some Durk win that round, and so we got a Kobe. Durk win, Keep got classics. Thank you. Finally, somebody said it. Yeah, we gonna keep it 100, man. We keep it 100 over here. Like I ain't got no problem keeping it 100. Like I'm not being disrespectful. We talking about the music. You feel what I'm saying? You guys not gonna hear me come up here and talk about these people's jail records. Like I be seeing people say that this channel's the feds because I be titling things certain ways. Like, bro, I'm not the fed. I don't care, bro. I don't care about these people's jail records. Like you'll never. Like I also have interviews on this page. I'm also an interviewer. You guys will never see me interview somebody and ask them about like the last time they shot somebody. Like I don't care. Like just don't shoot me. You know what I'm saying? Like, but anyway, we got people saying that Lil Durk to Kobe and this ain't it. This is what you want is damn near equal. Okay, so we got people saying that they equal with it. All right, cool. So saying that's equal. Let's get to the next one then. Boom. L's anthem. L's up for them hitters. You know what I'm saying? Hey, let's go. L's up for them hitters. You know what I'm saying? L's up for them hitters. Once again, that's another song that Apple Music makes sure they put in my damn rotation for whatever reason, right? We have L's anthem versus Finito. So say Durk, boom, right? So Chief Keef just played Kobe, right? So we got people saying that this ain't what you want. Lil Durk gonna win that round, cool. So got people saying it's kind of equal. All right, boom. So say we got people saying it's kind of teetered, right? But let's go to the next round then. L's anthem. Lil Durk responds from Kobe with L's anthem. Okay, L's up for them hitters. You know what I'm saying? L's up for them hitters. He responds to that, and then Chief Keef says, "Oh, right, you gonna play L's anthem? Oh, okay, cool. You thought that was sly. You thought that was cute or whatever. All right, boom. I'm about to play Finito on him. You know what I'm saying? It's a gorilla in the coop. Finna pull up to the zoo. We finna pull up to the zoo. Who is you? I don't know. Who are you? You know what I'm saying? So we got L's anthem versus Finito. Who winning that one? L's anthem, Finito. Who winning that one? Let me know. Let me know in the comment section and in the chat who winning L's anthem. L's up for them hitters. You know what I'm saying? Versus it's a gorilla in a damn cool. Fill up to the zoo. Ho. Who is you? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Let's check the damn chat. This ain't what you want. Finito, 1,000,000%. Finito's in the Hall of Fame. I ain't gonna lie. Definitely. Finito's in the Hall of Fame of songs in general. I ain't gonna lie. Finito's in one of the Hall of Fames of just like raging. Just like, I want to go snuff somebody's grandma as soon as I listen to Finito. Like as soon as, hey, like you just hear Keef just like, he getting you riled up. Like while he's saying A, I'm running to go snuff somebody's grandma. Like I see, like while he's saying A, I'm finding the grandma. Like I'm hitting my radar immediately, just like targeted. It's like now I gotta find a grandma. You know what I'm saying? And then as soon as it drop, right, snuffing somebody's grandma. You know what I'm saying? Is on and popping. I want Finito injected into my veins. If I could have all the lyrics of Finito tattooed on my forehead, I dead would. You know what I'm saying? I got a big enough forehead too. Durk is pipping because he wouldn't be there without Chief. Ooh. Okay, we can get it. We can get into that. I like sports too, you know what I'm saying? So we can do sports references, sports metaphors. I like that, all right? So I kind of want to touch on that a little bit more too. So boom. Homie said that Durk is pipping. So I asked a little bit before, right? So does that mean that you're agreeing that Chief Keef is the Jordan of Chicago drill or just drill in general? You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie. I personally would probably give Chief Keef the Jordan, right? So there's people that have came after. There's people that have came after Chief Keef, right? And used his sound, but at the end of the day, he still made it popular. You know what I'm saying? He still did what he did to make the sound what it is today, right? So I feel like you probably have to give Chief Keef the Jordan, right? But is Lil Durk the Pippen? Is he the sidekick? Is he the person that only was able to get his shine and his stardom off of Chief Keef? Or is he Kobe? Because Kobe was going to be Kobe regardless. I think that Scottie Pippen wasn't going to be Scottie Pippen without Jordan. And once again, I actually, fun fact about me, guys, I was trying to be a sports journalist on my Stephen A. Smith before I got into the music game, right? I wanted to be a sports journalist, and I wanted to talk about sports all the damn time. I wanted to be a sports broadcaster. I used to do sports radio and stuff like that. But I'm going to keep it humble with you. Sports broadcasters don't make no damn money unless you like people like Stephen A. Smith and you working for ESPN for years and you get into the bag. That's the only people that make money. But other than that, you broke. And I didn't want to be broke. You know what I'm saying? So I made my own lane and did stuff like that, right? So, but, you know, it seems like y'all know sports. I check my analytics. Y'all also watch sports stuff's cool, so we can get stuff like that. So, boom. So Chief Keef, Jordan. Is that wrong? Yes or no? Chief Keef is Jordan. Is Chief Keef the Jordan? And is Lil Durk, Scottie Pippen, or Kobe? Or a whole different player in general. You know, I be knowing these players. We can do that. You know what I'm saying? It seemed like there's a little bit of sports in here. But while y'all sitting, y'all mull on that question, it seems like Finito's gonna win this round. And honestly, I'm not mad at it. Right? So boom. Let's say y'all was messing with This Ain't What You Want for the first one. So we can do This Ain't What You know what I'm saying? We can say Lil Durk won round 1. Okay. So Lil Durk won round 1. And then next up, round 2, Finito. I wouldn't be mad if y'all saying Finito won that one. I cannot lie to you. You know what I'm saying? It's a gorilla in the damn coop. We finna pull up to the zoo. You know what I'm saying? Who is you? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to go to somebody grandma. I might go to somebody grandma crib. I might step inside the crib while the beat drop, and I'm going wild. I'm you know what I'm saying, bazookaing, you know, hitting the C beat. You know what I'm saying? I'm going wild. I ain't gonna lie. So boom, round 3. Round 3, since it's 1-1 at this point. Okay, somebody also said Durk is Rodman. You have to explain that. Why is Durk Rodman? I feel like he definitely provides more in the game than Rodman. Lil Durk is a superstar at this point. Maybe you could have said that a couple years ago, but Lil Durk is a superstar, and he's a bigger star than Chief Keef at this point. So it's like Rodman was never a bigger star than Jordan, but debatably you could say that Kobe maybe wasn't a bigger star than Jordan, but definitely reached his heights at some point in time. Like, in terms of status, like, where it's like people of a certain age bracket will always give Jordan that nod, but people of another age bracket will always give Kobe that nod, right? So there's a lot of people that grow up listening to Lil Durk for sure. Trippie Redd for one. I watched the Trippie Redd interview, and it's also posted to the channel. Once again, I be knowing a lot of things about these artists because obviously I watch these interviews and I post them to the channel, right? So I can talk about these things as well. Trippie Redd was inspired by Lil Durk. He's inspired by Lil Durk for a minute. I watched the interview where he referenced that, right? A lot of artists have been inspired by Lil Durk, right? So that's why I think it's debatable. You could say that Lil Durk is the Kobe because there's people that, even though they know that Jordan made Kobe to a certain extent, there would be, like, people look at Kobe and say, yo, this is my GOAT. You feel what I'm saying? Like, people look at Lil Durk and say, this is my GOAT, especially now that he's a superstar. But people was also looking at Lil Durk like he's their GOAT even before he was a superstar. When he was still a budding star, they was like, yo, this man is different. He coming with different type of flows. He's bringing a whole different aspect to the drill scene. He's coming with melodies. He's coming with hard bars too, because, you know, we can't forget things like 52 bars and even like a no auto Durk and you know, he can get into that hardcore flow where he's just barring you up and he killing you on the track. You know what I'm saying? So let's get into that last round on this particular picture, right? 52 bars versus Finally Rich. Who winning that one? Who winning the 52 bars versus Finally Rich? And that is probably gonna do it for that particular versus, where it's like, you know, it seems like y'all got Lil Durk winning the first round and then Chief Keef winning the second round. So who's winning that third one? 52 bars versus Finally Rich. You know what I'm saying? Those 3 songs, I believe, was all off of that album that people give Keef GOAT status, except for Finito. I don't think Finito is on the same album as Finally Rich and Kobe. But let me know in the comments down below and in the chat who is winning that third one, okay? So we got Finally Rich, Chief Keef, finally damn rich. Chief is finally rich in that mofo, okay? Keef is finally rich. Who else got Finally Rich or 52 bars? 52 bars, I believe, was the song that Lil Durk had dissed the game in, right? Lil Durk was really on it, bro. But he's smart. He was very smart. He got out of that wave of the super drill music for a while. Like I said, like that. That's why I actually low key resent that Durk is Rodman comment, because like Durk, he ascended to the game. Like Dennis Rodman kind of plateaued at one point. Like his skill and talent level kind of plateaued. It was more so just like, that man is the energy guy. He's the hustler, the rebounder. He gonna get you some bucks when you need to get bucks. You feel what I'm saying? But he not the star. I never saw Dennis Rodman as the star of a team. Lil Durk is the star. He's a superstar. You feel what I'm saying? So I would probably give Lil Durk that Kobe nod for sure. You know what I'm saying? But Lil Durk versus Chief Keef versus, you know what I'm saying? But let's switch it up now. All right? So y'all can let me know later on, or let me know right now. It seems like we got Finally Rich as an option of winning, right? So, and we also had a couple people earlier saying that Sosa would win in a 2-1 in this versus, okay? Durk is Allen Iverson. Okay, interesting comparison. Let me know why you think that. All right, taken to the chip by himself with no help. I don't think he had no help. So that's kind of debatable because Allen Iverson, you could say, got to the chip by himself. Who he had an old Dikembe Mutombo, and like Eric Snow. Like he had a bunch of like, how'd you take these people to the finals? You know what I'm saying? Like Allen Iverson is a GOAT. You feel what I'm saying? Like, cause he, like I said, on that team, he had a bunch of people where it's like, yo, who is this guy? You know what I'm saying? And he took them to the finals. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I don't think that Lil Durk got a bunch of who is this guys. Even before he started to be able to put his OTF people on, like you could say King Von was always talented. Like, but like I said, you can't really look at a bunch of people on the Allen Iverson team and be like, oh, snap, like that guy also helped him out a lot. Yeah, they obviously played their roles and did what they had to do to get to where they got. But like Lil Durk, you know, obviously we all know how talented King Von is. I've been late, you know, like even Durk said in one of his songs, and y'all just got up on Buka music. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, I just got up on Buka music. He wasn't lying. You know what I'm saying? Like, and Buka 600 is talented. You know what I'm saying? Buka 600 is talented. I'm still asleep on Duty Low. I haven't really listened to his music like that, but I like letting music come to me organically. You feel what I'm saying? I like letting music come to me organically, and that's what I'd rather. I like being able to hear people come into my ears. Pause. In an organic way. Like if I honestly only started listening to Buka 600 because his song was trending. His song and Durk's song was trending. So that's why I went and listened to it, and it was dope. You know, like he knows how to use his auto-tune, and he seems to know how to use his voice as well. You know, finally Rich Hands Down. Okay, it seems like y'all got Sosa 2-1. AI top 5 all time. I don't know about that. Feel yeah, just throwing names out of great players. I understand. RIP Von, yeah, RIP Von in the chat. You know what I'm saying? RIP Von in the chat. But yeah, so it seems like y'all got Sosa 2-1 in this battle in Verzuz, okay? I do kind of want to transition. Let me know if y'all want to keep talking about this Verzuz, and we can kind of switch up the songs. I'm not going to add a new graphic, but we can still talk about more songs. But I also do kind of want to get into this Drake 500K or a dinner, okay? So I also put up a post in the community chat about would you rather get 500K or a dinner with Drake? You know, everybody talking about a dinner with Jay-Z. I'm not going to lie to you. I like Jay-Z's music, but I'm gonna keep it 100. Like, I'm a millennial. You know what I'm saying? This is a millennial channel. All right, I'm a millennial. I love Jay-Z. Don't get it messed up. I'm not trying to say I don't respect Jay-Z. Jay-Z's one of the GOATs, of course. But I grew up more so listening to a lot of Drake. And even then, Drake is not even my favorite artist, right? But I can acknowledge that man is a versatile mofo, right? And honestly, he might be able to tell you more about the current game than, say, somebody like a Jay-Z. Like Jay-Z, when was the last time Jay-Z released a project? It was 444. When was that, like 4 years ago, 3-4 years ago? Like Jay-Z can tell you about the grand scheme, but it also is probably like what it is do you want out of that relationship, okay? So AI never had no help, just saying. That's a fact. That's also what I was saying. But didn't you say AI? You said AI. Durk, you can't say Durk didn't have no help. That's false. Like Durk had Fredo, you can even say Lil Reese helped propel his career. King Von, Buka. Man has had help, you know, so you can't really, like, AI had no help for real, you know what I'm saying? But cool, it seems like y'all wanted to start getting into the 500K thing. So I'm gonna pull up. Well, that's gonna be for the Drake Nicki. We're also gonna talk about who would you rather get a feature from, Drake or Nicki Minaj. Okay, so that's gonna be another conversation. Okay, so let's get into it. I put up this post saying, would you rather a Drake feature, would you rather a dinner with Drake or, okay, cool. Would you rather 500K or a dinner with Drake? All right. So before we go into the comment section, let's just dive into that concept, okay? So would you rather 500K or a dinner with Drake, right? So I've seen people on Twitter, and this is a whole thing, obviously, that if you guys aren't aware, the initial conversation was that Jay-Z, would you rather a dinner with Jay-Z or would you rather 500K, right? So people were saying, I'm going to take the dinner with Jay-Z because he going to give me all this game. You feel what I'm saying? He going to give me all the game in the world. You know what I'm saying? He going to be like, yo, bro, you got to do this. You got to do this. This is how you become a billionaire. This is how I got Beyonce. This is what happened after I cheated on Beyonce. This is how I stayed with Beyonce. This is how I told my kid, yo, I wrote a whole album about how I cheated on my wife. But we still together. I love her. You know what I'm saying? We cool. This is how you manage relationships. This is how you beef with your homie Kanye, but you still, y'all still cool though. You know what I'm saying? This is how you maintain relationships. This is how you do this. This is how you do that. Everybody like, yo, bro, Jay-Z gonna give me all the game in the world. I need that dinner. You feel what I'm saying? Or 500K. It's like, yo, bro, I can get 500K. I know what to do with 500K. Why would I not just take 500K? Why, people like, yo, bro, I want the knowledge. The knowledge gonna make me way more than 500K, stupid. You know what I'm saying? So, we don't get into it. But I want to play a small video from Shiggy where he kind of gives his opinion. It was pretty funny. And I want to show y'all this video where Shiggy kind of comments on the whole aspect of like, yo, bro, who like, he'll let you know what we talking about. You know what I'm saying? Let me see which video it is. I got to check the captions. I think it's some kind of IGTV video. It might be this one. Okay, yeah. So we gonna watch this video real quick, Shiggy. We not finna watch all 2 minutes. We might only watch like 30, 40 seconds. So don't worry about it. All right, check the chat real quick. They both make different kinds of music. That's a big fact. I believe you're still talking about Lil Durk versus Chief Keef. But at the same time, Lil Durk makes the different music than Chief Keef, but he can also make the same music as Chief Keef. But can Chief Keef make the same music as Lil Durk? Lil Durk can switch into that hardcore like shoulda ducked. Back in Blood, like even that song he got, Dying to Hit Him with Slime Life Shorty. You feel what I'm saying? Like Lil Durk can get into that aggressive, angry drill bag, but can Chief Keef get into the same bag as say like a Backdoor, like, or even Watch Your Homie, bro? Y'all know the song Watch Your Homie? Watch who you call your homie. Watch who you call your homie. Watch who you call. Watch who you call. You know what I'm saying? Like, can Chief Keef get in that bag? Can Chief Keef get into the bag of the voice? Backdoor. Close that back door, can't get snaked by my homie. Like, can Chief can't really get into that bag though. You feel what I'm saying? But Lil Durk can get into Chief Keef's bag, and I think that's undebatable. You know what I'm saying? Yo, he gonna tell you what every other person done told you. You can watch his interview for that. Info, give me the 500K. I can buy game. Sunset, I could buy game. He trying to buy a Nintendo DS. I hear you, bro. It would be tops if Drake gave us 500K for the dinner. Invest in yourself and have a plan to where you can establish short and long-term financial goals. Mark Goldbang is talking that factual information. My first live YouTube video. I know I'm old. LOL. Hey, we here. I'm glad I'm your first live YouTube video. Make sure you also check out the merchandise. It's the pin message. Support the channel. Become a part of the Wolfpack. Let me know if any other type of shirt designs and colorways y'all want. We gonna keep adding to the merch line. I know it's new. There's only 2 items there, but if you really want to support the Wolfpack, be an early individual of the grind and the Wolfpack hustle. You feel what I'm saying? Appreciate y'all. Nicki and Drake made different music. We're not talking about that. We're going to be talking about the features and the impact of the features. So we're going to get into that. I'm actually really excited about that topic, so just give us a couple seconds. We're staying right now on the Drake and 500K Dinner with Drake. Everybody talking about Dinner with Jay-Z. I'm switching it up. We doing it different here. EBM Music Media. Do you want a dinner with Drake or 500K? But we're going to watch this video with Shiggy real quick. I just want to finish reading the comments. Chief Keef changed his flow after his therapy. Yo, did you see that interview with the I believe it was Noisy with the therapist? You should watch that video if you have not. It's a great video. As a male artist, you can gain Nicki fans, not necessarily Drake fans. See or no? Hey, we gonna get into that. Hey, I'm excited y'all like that topic. I was really excited when I thought about the topic. That's like going back to the old him to do what Durk doing now. Sosa used autotune before, and Durk is not the voice of the streets. Okay, so who's the voice of the streets then? All right, so we can dive into that for a couple seconds, right? So debatably, the voice of the streets that I feel like people would probably say is like G Herbo or Lil Baby, Lil Durk, Kodak Black, or NBA YoungBoy. That's probably the 5 that come to mind, the top 5 of like voice of the streets. I think out of all of them, I would probably, if you're not gonna say it's Durk, then probably, I don't know. That's actually hard. With the 5 that I just said, I think that's kind of hard, right? To pick out of that. But for those that think that Durk is not the voice of the streets, who is the voice of the streets then in the music industry as a whole? You know what I'm saying? Somebody said cool. Okay, cool. Polo G Drill. Polo G Drill, like he actually, like, if y'all have never heard the song Hollywood by Polo G, fire. Like Polo G got hella great and even okay. Don't Get No F's. That's a new song dropped earlier this year, right? But he don't really like get into that bag though. Like he don't get into that angry drill bag a lot. Like he's really on his like melodic stuff. Like honestly, I'm gonna give a small opinion about Polo G Hall of Fame, right? Polo G Hall of Fame, and I probably should have expected this. I don't like to go into albums with expectations, but I went into this album with a little bit more expectation because I remember earlier in the year, right? Polo G was like, yo, I'm back on my cap a lot, right? And the cap a lot was referring to like him being on that like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then he dropped the okay, don't get no S, right? Okay, don't get no good. Them glass gon' bust. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was on that bag. Like, I love when he get into even that bag with like the 3-headed goat. You know, that's a fire bag. Like, but he dropped Rap Star, right? So I think that when he dropped Rap Star and then Rap Star went to #1, he probably got thrown off guard and he was like, wow, I probably got to change the whole sound of my album because they like what they like this right now. You know what I'm saying? They like the whole emotional and I won't even say emotional, but just like more like vibe, like caught the BMW and up another bad, like, you know, I'm a child when I'm in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I feel like he probably wanted to go with the angry side, but then he saw that the more melodic and chill side was working, so he made that album based on that. But the Hall of Fame is like, I don't know, like when an album is called Hall of Fame, it was a little bit too lovey-dovey for me and too like kind of random for an album that's called Hall of Fame. You feel what I'm saying? So, but that's just my take on it. I'm not gonna give a whole like full in-depth album review right now. I haven't heard the album more than twice, and it's been a minute since I've heard it, so I don't like to do that. But the Durk, the voice for his own people. Okay, I feel you on that. Baby, the voice of the heroes. Okay, the streets listen to Durk. Everybody's in the Durk. The streets, the Suburbans, everybody's in the Durk at this point. Polo G, voice of the streets. I don't know. I mean, I'm not from the streets, so maybe y'all can let me know. But I feel like that's debatable. I don't think I've really heard people say that Polo G is the voice of the streets. King Louis is supposed to be the voice of the streets until he got shot. Now he back. They banned him from performing in Chicago, but not these new drill artists. Nah, they gonna perform. I mean, Chief can't perform in Chicago. Like, I mean, can Durk perform in Chicago? Durk probably performs in Chicago. I don't really stay up on these people like tour dates and stuff like that. But Lawrence, yeah. Maybe after the GOAT, but Die a Legend was for the streets. Die a Legend, I like Die a Legend. I think I like the GOAT better than I think the GOAT's probably my favorite Polo G album. Yeah, I think you're correct with him changing the vibe of the album. Yeah, like, because I remember earlier this year he was like, yo, I'm about to be on my cap a lot. You know what I'm saying? And he dropped the Don't Give No Fs. And that song was fire. Like, I love when Polo G's in that like angry bag, you know, but he doesn't get into that angry bag all the time, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, Lil Durk said he glow. Yeah, you know, Lil Durk and Chief Keef, their beef is done, and that's why I think we can actually have conversations about a real versus. I think that a real versus could really happen, and we can really get to like who we think would win. And I like to base it off the music too. Like, I don't like to base it off who's gonna come more theatrics, right? And they both gangsters. So I don't think they both gonna even come in there and be on some like, you know, Soulja Boy Bow Wow. Like, they're gonna be really like, we gonna play these songs, and I'm gonna really try to respond to you with my songs. You know what I'm saying? So I really think that something like that should really happen. I think that they should really drop the beef for the betterment of the culture. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's something that I think the world want to see. You know what I'm saying? And with the hypothetical versus we just did with the graphic I put up a while ago, seems like people had Sosa winning in that particular battle. But I picked those particular songs, 52 bars, This Ain't What You Want, and L's Anthem because it seems like those will be the best ones to go up with Chief Keef's type of drillish music, right? Because we all know that Lil Durk is most known for his sensual music, and you know, even on the song he has What I Know, they told me to stop singing and told me to pull out them bars, and he said, why would I do that? And that's one main reason I got these cars. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, nowadays crazy. You know, he out here really more melodic, so it's hard to really compare the melodic to super drill, because at that point then it's just based on preference. So that I tried to pick the songs that like kind of gave the same energy as more of like Chief Keef's heyday when he was making like the super drill and he was inspiring the world, you know? Because yes, Chief Keef has all-tune songs, but once again, Lil Durk, once again, in my opinion, y'all can debate me on this if you want to. Lil Durk, I think, can do what Chief Keef does, but Chief Keef can't do entirely what Lil Durk does. And y'all can debate me on that if you want to. But Chief Keef is going to smoke Durk in a versus. Chicago is Durk City. OTG, Only the Glow. Durk is the voice of the streets to a certain point. Wish I could have been there when King Von would have ended up. Now, King Von is definitely that guy. Shout out to King Von. Actually, it's so crazy. Like, I actually got put on Von only like a month before he ended up dying. Like, that happens to me all the time. It's so sad. Like with X, I only found out about X maybe like a month and a half before he died, and I was like, wow, this guy's so talented. And even then, I don't think he really even touched the surface of how popular he was gonna be. Like, that man was a versatile freak of nature. You feel what I'm saying? So, but King Von is also that guy too. Police Steady watching me. Everybody clocking me. Huh? what? You know what I'm saying? King Von, his flow is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Had some beef up in NOLA, and they didn't even know it. You dig what I'm saying? But I actually want to touch. I'm sorry. You know, I want to touch on this for 3 seconds, okay? 3 seconds, and then we play this video. I know I've said I would play the video mad times. Let me read your comment section real quick before I get into what I'm about to say. Durk is the voice of the streets. Where you already said that. Durk is more lyrical. Facts. I believe you on that. Durk smokes Keef lyrically. I agree, honestly. Chicago is not Durk City. He not even good in his own hood. Y'all tweaking. I mean, hey, are you from his hood? I don't know. Like, I feel like he was shooting some video in the hood the other day. So it won't be close. Prime Keef Durk. Prime Keef do, but then you can't say you only saying Prime Keef. If you don't say Prime Keef, you gotta also say Prime Durk because we probably in Prime Durk right now. So I was only comparing Prime Keef to similar sounding Durk. But if we're gonna compare Prime Durk to Prime Keef, I don't know. Just quality of songs. We can also go impact as well. Like Lil Durk makes a big impact. Like I think we're gonna see a lot more copycats of Lil Durk. Like people like Polo G is heavily inspired by Lil Durk and Trippie Redd, like I said earlier. You know what I'm saying? I feel like give it like 5-6 more years, or even maybe 2-3, because music changes like this. So maybe give it 2-3 more years, right? Give it like 2-3 more years. A lot of people will come up like Lil Durk clones. And there's already Lil Durk clones in the game because what Lil Durk's been doing, he's been doing it for a minute. He's just only now getting popular because of the Drake feature. And that actually transitions, once again, later on into what we're talking about in the would you rather get a Drake feature or a Nicki feature, right? But Prime Durk and Prime Keef, those are two different sounding things. But if we're going to talk about the impact and the quality of songs, that is debatable, honestly. It's very debatable. RN4L, that's a great album. Bougie with Meek Mill's on the album. It's a great song. It's pretty close though. Yeah, he could choose not to. Merc Go Bang, same thing with Keef. Keef's not good in his own hood too though. I can't lie. Like Keef can't go back to Chicago. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not Keef, but you know I've seen a whole bunch of damn documentaries. I should probably know a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Keef, I don't think can go back to Chicago. You know, Von, it like savor for the streets. He said it himself. He not even good in his own hood. I feel like nobody in Chicago get in their own hood. Like. Like, if we're gonna be real, like, I don't think anybody from Chicago is getting their own hood. You know what I'm saying? If we're gonna be serious, like, and I think you may be talking about the Meek Mill interview, or no, the Lil Durk interview where he said that Meek Mill like should come to Chicago at his own risk, like, cause Lil Durk can't even protect him because they just savages out there, like, you know, they just savages. So I think that's different. Like, hood anthems verse 2-3 Billboard hits and a few love songs. Whoa. Let's keep it a buck. Once again, Lil Durk has the most Billboard entries of this year. A. B. Hood anthems. Who has? Are you saying that Lil Durk has the hood anthems or Chief Keef? Verse 2-3 Billboard hits. Yeah, you have to specify. I don't know who you're actually referring to there. If this is Prime Durk, then I feel sorry. Last 3 years is Durk Prime. 3 years? Okay, we can say that. Durk trying to save his career, and I'm from Chicago, and I don't listen to Durk. So who do you listen to then? Do you listen to? I think Big K Beezy's from there. It's from Chicago. Lil. Damn. What's that man's name? Damn, I forgot. It's okay. Sends love songs for the streets too. O Block ban him. True story. LOL Polo G Melanin not similar to Durk. Also, I feel like he lyrically better. Literally, there's interviews. I've watch the channel, guys. Subscribe to EBM Music Media. I post interviews all the time. This is why I'm able to tell you guys certain things about these artists because I literally post interviews so that you can see what this artist specifically says, like because these interviewers ask all the same questions, and more times than not they ask like who's your influences and who inspired you growing up. So, and I usually put those videos out because I think it's very important to let people know like who other people were inspired by, because people are very afraid to like let people know who inspired them growing up. Like even like with DDG. DDG used to say that Drake heavily inspired him, and now he don't even say that no more. You know what I'm saying? Because once again, once you get to a certain level of stature, you don't want to be, just be compared to people all the time. You want people to know you for you. You know, every Billboard entry don't equal a hit. Okay, I feel you because Billboard is not 1,000% based on quality of songs, so I feel you on that. But that's also still debatable because Billboard, even though the numbers can be misconstrued, more times than not, if that thing does hit Billboard, it was a good song to a certain degree. You feel me? Herbo, just subscribe. Shout out to I Am Batman. Thank you for the subscription. I actually just dropped a interview as well with the Brooklyn Batman. If you want to check that out, it's on the EBM Music Media channel. It's very funny. I'm a funny interviewer. people compare me to Nardwuar, even though I don't watch any of his videos. True story that it's hard to go back to the hood, not the band. Yeah, it's hard to go back to any. Honestly, Chicago, a lot of them can't go back to their hood. So that doesn't even just like specify to Chief Keef, or a lot of them. Even if they can't go back to the hood, they shouldn't. You feel what I'm saying? Like that's a whole different thing. Like you shouldn't go back to the hood, bro. Like, we've seen all these rappers die in their hood. Like you should not go back to the hood. Once you get the bread and the stature, you should leave the hood. Like you should not stay in the hood. Like people like Kodak, he's still in the hood. I don't know why. Like people like Fulio still in the hood. I don't know why. Like y'all gotta leave the hood. Like Young and Ace, he got up out of there. Like yeah, y'all saying that like he dropped one of the most disrespectful diss tracks of all time. Who got smoked? That man don't live in Florida though. So it's not like he was doing some dumb stuff where he made that song with his homies and then they still in Florida. They can get clapped. Like he didn't got shot at too many damn times. Smart enough. He live in Houston now. You know what I'm saying? He up out of there. So that's really what you gotta do. You gotta get money, get out, and go do what you gotta do, right? So boom. Let's transition from that and let's go back to Shiggy. And we're gonna play a little bit of this video where he gives his opinion on if he would pick $500K or a dinner with Hove. But what we're gonna do is $500K or a dinner with Drake. Let's get it in. Boom.
What makes you choose a dinner over Jay-Z over $500,000? What makes you think he one of those people that talk at dinner? What makes you think that? What makes you think he one of those people that conversate or converse, whatever you want to choose, at dinner? What makes you think he's one of those people? Yo, Ho, I just wanted to ask you a couple. Yo, man, look, man, don't you see me eating? Come on, man. Like, yo, who is this guy? Who brought it here, man? Oh, this is the thing? Come on, man. Yo, I don't talk at dinner, man. I'm not one of those people that conversate or do that talking during dinner. I like to eat my food and go. Alright? Matter of fact, take this guy. Yo, get this kid out of here, man. Come on, man. Get him out of here, man. Yo, man, I just wanted to ask. Yo, man, get him out of here, man. Before I have to get him out of here.
So that was what Shiggy had to say about it. And I ain't gonna lie, like, I really want to see what Jay-Z is gonna say. But Jay-Z don't really make his opinion be known about it, but he definitely watches things. Like he said before that he pays attention to the landscape. So I think he wholeheartedly knows what people are saying right now. And it's just so funny. I wish he would actually like put out a response like what he would actually do. But yeah, like I really do agree with that. Like who says that he's gonna give you all the game just because you had dinner with him? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like why you? You know what I'm saying? Why you? Just because you're at dinner right now, he must give you all his game. Like I don't really get that, to be honest. But going back to the chat real quick, Durk is beating Chief. Simple. If Chief played 2010 to 2014 songs, then you have the edge. But then Durk gonna play music from 2017 now and watch Chief. Okay, Durk got class from 20. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I was saying that a little bit earlier, bro. Like Durk has hits from 2012 to now. He has a decade worth of hits. Like you can go every year or at least every other year and say like, yo, Durk has a hit here. Durk has a hit here. Chief Keef, all his hits came at one time. His relevancy has not died down because of what his impact was on the game. Like his impact was so strong and he impacted so many people from New York drill to Chicago drill to Bronx drill to every form of drill rap there is. Like I don't know how much inspiration he had on UK drill, but it's like the man has hella hits at one particular point of time, right? And his relevancy and impact allowed him to stay and weigh the course. But I really can't name you a lot of hits other than, like he's had a couple though. Like there's a couple that come to mind, but the name of them is not coming to mind. But he definitely has a lot of hits in a certain sector of time, but they don't range over the course of where Durk, he's been in the game for over a decade, and he has hits that span over the decade, and he's about to have more. Like the game, he ain't done yet. You know what I'm saying? Like he's still early in his superstardom. The whole superstar status thing really only came after the Drake feature. Once again, like Drake features nowadays they kind of hit or miss when it comes to his impact and changing somebody's lives. But he definitely changed Lil Durk's life and single-handedly turned him into a superstar with that one cosign. Because Lil Durk guy had all the cosigns in the world, bro. Like he had Meek, he had I believe he already has a song with Nicki. I think he has a ton of songs with a ton of different people. You feel what I'm saying? But it took that Drake cosign to push him over the edge. You know what I'm saying? Just a few. Oh no, Sosa has too many classics. $500K and I'll take myself out to eat. I ain't gonna hold you. You know what I'm saying? But will you get the knowledge though? That's really what people were saying. Like, yes, 500K, cool, but with the knowledge that they're assuming that the person will give them, they'll make way more than 500K. But that's also assuming that that person wants to give you all their damn knowledge in their head, which more times than not, bro, the more money you get, the less you want to give people information, unless you're talking to somebody of the same type of stature. Like, people of same monetary level, they're going to actually be able to have equal conversation. But you come into that dinner, you don't got as much money as this man. Why do you think he's going to give you all the information that's in his head? That honestly is where I come in with my opinion. Just a few. I'll buy some tickets to this show and pay $2 to get backstage. Paying $2 to get backstage is bananas. I've been backstage at a lot of shows and I've not had to pay nothing, you know. So I don't think you should be willing to do that, honestly. Durk doesn't have anthems. That's false, honestly. Like, L's up for them hitters. You know what I'm saying? That used to be a joint. Like, I don't know if he was outside at that point. Like, that used to be a joint. But are we talking about hood anthems, hood anthem hits, or are we talking about mainstream hits? That's a real question. And that's a good question. You know what I'm saying? The Durk versus Sosa, like, I'm not just specifying it to just hood hits. I did that specific graphic to match Chief, right? But that probably even goes to show the impact that Durk has and the versatility that he has, right? Because I put the specific graphic of This Ain't What You Want, L's Anthem, and 52 Bars to go against the sound that Chief Keef has, right? But once again, I'm going to keep saying it. I think that Durk can do what Chief does, but Chief can't necessarily do what Durk can all the way do when it comes to the melodies, the flows, the singing, and stuff like that. Like, I don't think he can do that as well as Durk can do that. But, I mean, it's also debatable that Durk can't do what Chief does as well, but he can do it, though. You know what I'm saying? He can still do it. I will say that in hood anthems, yes, Chief has way more hood anthems, 100%. Way more hood anthems that once again, when Chief is on the beat saying, hey, I'm literally running to go find a grandma to snuff. Like when he's just, hey, I'm literally, you know what I'm saying? Bow, I'm running to a grandma, I'm snuffing her dead in the face. You know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta do it. You feel what I'm saying? It's mandatory. You feel what I'm saying? It's absolutely mandatory when Finito come on for you to do that. You know what I'm saying? So that's a whole different conversation for real. But This Ain't What You Want is a classic for a fact. You know, it is a great song. He switched labels too, so he independent. Who independent? Chief. That's a fact. You've been independent for a minute, I believe. And facts, bro. Dude got hits every year. It's crazy. Sosa has more songs. A casual listener would know off the top of the head. A casual listener in what year? That's also a great question, because nowadays a lot of casual listeners know Lil Durk songs. 100%. Especially a lot of casual listeners know who King Von is, because people love beef. People love drama. So a lot of casual listeners know who King Von is. A lot of casual listeners know that King Von was in relation to Lil Durk. They're not actual brothers, but they grew up together. And it's like they know of that for sure. A lot of people know Back in Blood, and a lot of people know that Lil Durk is on Back in Blood. A lot of people know Laugh Now, Cry Later, and they know that Drake featured Lil Durk on that song. So that is the very debatable statement that you're saying right now. I'm not gonna lie. A lot of people are familiar with OTF. Yeah, very debatable statement you just said there, to be honest. Sosa has more. So okay, Durk liked the clout and working with new artists, and Sosa don't. Okay, that's that debatable statement, I guess. Durk does have anthems. What are you talking about? You can get the mentor or take financial classes, and you'll be good. Just have a plan and invest in yourself. I'm not mad at you though. I'm really not mad at what you're saying, because it is facts. Like you can find somebody that you can pay to give you that knowledge, without going to a dinner and maybe just expecting something that may not actually happen. Durk classic off the top of my head. This Ain't What You Want. My Beyonce, Like Me, Rose, L's Anthem. I think Durk is going to be prime Sosa once Durk prime is over, but it really depends on what we're talking about, mainstream or hood hits. I think when it comes to verses, it's really mainstream. Like every verses I've thought about, yeah, they play like a little bit of the low key ones, or they might sneak in some new songs. But for the most part, it's mainstream hits that people will be like, oh snap, like, and then they start rocking out. You know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, the point really is to play songs that people will know, to get them on your side, to be like, oh snap, this man got that heat. I may even forgot that he had this heat, and he pulling back out the heat. So it's stuff like that for real. Exactly. You know damn well you're taking the money. Anyone who says they won't take the money is a goofball. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so that was Shiggy. Shiggy's point on that. So let's go. Let's dive into the conversation now. Boom. Drake. Dinner with Drake. We're not talking about Hov right now. Dinner with Drake. I might put a big picture of Drake right now, honestly, just so we really know that we talking about Drake right now. Dinner with Drake or 500K. Okay. Now, I wanted to do Drake instead of Jay-Z because I think this is not a debatable statement, right? Drake is the most versatile artist of all time. True or false? Drake is the most versatile artist of all time. And I feel like if we're gonna try to get knowledge from somebody, I would want to get knowledge from Drake, honestly, on A, staying relevant for so long, B, changing his flows and style with every album, B, C, how are you able to be a sponge to everyone's accent? Like, that man is from 33 countries. You feel what I'm saying? Like, the man is Jamaican, UK. He be from Chicago. He be from Brooklyn sometimes, Toronto. You feel what I'm saying? Like the man's got 35 countries on his passport. I would really want to know, like, yo, bro, how do you soak up everyone's accent so fast? You know what I'm saying? It'd be taking people years to be in the voice accent that they end up attracting it in. But that probably be my first question. I'd be like, yo, bro, like, for real, how do you be Jamaican, Canadian, and Chicagoan at the same time? I don't get it. You feel what I'm saying? That's what I'd be interested in. You dig what I'm saying? But honestly, this is my opinion on this, right? So boom. I find myself to be a pretty smart individual, right? So I don't necessarily need to go to a dinner to learn a bunch of stuff. I can probably teach Drake things, to be honest. That's just how I feel, right? So I would go to the dinner and I would really just ask him questions. And maybe just because I'm an interviewer, I would go to a dinner with Drake and I would ask him questions he probably wouldn't even want to have out there. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I can't lie, bro. Like, why do you use samples from people and you don't really shout them out like that? Like you kind of just take it and use it as yours. Like, there's a couple people that he did that with. You know, I actually know somebody personally that knows somebody that he sampled they song, and essentially it's that man's whole song just sped up a little bit. You know, I believe it's Jungle, that the song is. But I would ask him stuff like that, like why do you parade like you are like the guy that has the most integral part in the whole music making process? Because I mean, we all know at this point that music and people, I feel like artists are very open now at this point that like it takes a village a lot of times. It takes a village to make a great song. So, and I have no problem with that. But it's like I feel like a lot of people don't be getting the credit they deserve when it comes to just feeding Drake songs. Like, I do think that Drake is a great writer. I don't think he doesn't write any of his songs. That would be blasphemous. But I do think that he doesn't provide credit where credit is due to people that actually do also have a hand in the hits that he makes. You feel what I'm saying? But also than that, right? I'd be like, damn, bro, what beard oil do you use? Your beard full as hell. You feel what I'm saying? Like I got a nice beard, but like, you know, I got some holes in my joint. Like, yo, like do you use a certain kind of castor oil or something that I don't be using? You feel what I'm saying? That's really what I would ask. You feel what I'm saying? I might ask like, yo, like, damn, what oh, okay, cool, right? I'd probably ask about all his beefs. Like, I'd probably be like, I'd probably be like, yo, what was your favorite diss line that you wrote? Because in the public, he's probably never gonna actually say that he had these specific. Actually, no, I'm lying, because he's addressed the Meek Mill beef before, I believe. But the man is beef with everybody. You feel what I'm saying? Like, he's beef with Kid Cudi and Ludacris and Common and Meek Mill and Kanye, obviously. The man is beef with Pusha T. Like, the man beefs with everybody. You feel what I'm saying? But he's really gonna do it. Joe Budden. He's really gonna do it in subliminally. You know what I'm saying? I would probably ask him how he really felt about Joe Budden giving him 39 diss tracks, and he dropped one diss track, and then, you know, people may not even know that he was dissing him on 5 p.m. in Calabasas, or 5 a.m. in Calabasas. And I would really just ask that, like, how does it feel when Joe Budden dropped like 8 diss tracks to you? Like, how'd you feel about that? You know, like I'm an interviewer, so I really probably just ask him questions. I wouldn't go in looking for advice or knowledge. If he actually gives me that advice and knowledge, then that would be a whole different story, right? I'll take the money, not gonna lie, and invest it too. I agree. I don't think Jay gonna just give up the blueprint that easy. Hey, even though he got an album called The Blueprint, he ain't finna just give you the blueprint, bro. You think billionaires become billionaires by just saying how they became billionaires? Only other billionaires are gonna talk and have the same conversation. Like, if you're not at that same money level, we not having the same conversation. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and people don't understand too. Like, the man could give you all the information in the world, but if you're not mentally ready for it, then you're not going to be able to accept it. You're not going to be able to digest it, and you're not going to actually put that information to good use because you weren't ready for it. Like, even me personally, I've given information to a lot of people on how I do what I do, but they weren't ready for it. So it didn't help them. Like, the information just went in one ear out the other because they weren't receptive to it, and their lifestyle wasn't ready to fit what it seems like they wanted, right? So a bunch of knowledge could just sit in your brain, right? And you do nothing with it. And that's what a lot of people actually do. And I think that they don't actually like acknowledge that about themselves, that yeah, they might get that knowledge, but what are you going to do with that knowledge? Like are you actually going to do something advantageous with that knowledge? You know what I'm saying? Don't mind me, I'm picking my face. I'm sorry. But are you actually going to do something with that knowledge that's going to help you in the long term? I don't think that a lot of people are going to do that. They're just gonna soak up that knowledge and then be like, yo, I have all this knowledge now, but what are you going to do with it? You know? That's why I think people don't think about the next thing, right? Because anybody could be Drake, right? Now, will you be Drake specifically? No. But what do you think Drake started? Drake started with $0 in his pocket, like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Like I think that people get misconstrued with public figures that a lot of them started from absolute riches and then just became richer. That's not really the case. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's not the case for all these artists, for like I'm not saying that Drake came from absolute nothing, but I mean, even going to the fact where the man was on Degrassi before he was even a popular rapper. So you could say that you could directly be a Drake if you have just the talent to entertain. Like, Drake just has an innate talent to entertain, clearly, and just to put on a character and a persona. So he's able to do that. You know, if you're able to do that, you can do the exact same thing, because music and being a rapper is just playing a persona. So if you know how to play a persona well, you could essentially be Drake. You don't need him to tell you how to be him. Just watch his come up. People need a lot of times direct words to be told to them on how to do things. You don't need that. Like, you don't need to be directly told how to do something in order to know how to do it, in order to learn how to do it. You have to watch people's movements and learn from that. Like, you have to always be a student. Always be a student. Always be looking and watching and learning without even somebody having to necessarily tell you how to do something. You know what I'm saying? You have to always be watching, looking, and learning. That's very important. Always be looking, watching, and learning. Okay? If you pick Drake over $500K, you must want him to sign you something. And then, hey, I also put out something on the community tab. Make sure you subscribe for free. EBM Music Media. Subscribe to the channel. You can go to the community tab. There's always conversations. I'm always posting things. There's a lot of conversations happening all the time. I appreciate it, man. Thank you, Zach Starr. Thank you for the love. I really do want to stream every day. I do. I really love talking to you guys. Y'all my Wolfpack, twin gang. I really do want to stream every day. I'm for sure going to be back tomorrow, but we're still here today, so let's keep it going, guys. If you pick Drake over $500K, oh, yeah, cool. So I want to comment on that real quick. If you pick Drake over $500K, you must want him to sign you or something. Would you sign to Drake or J. Cole? Small tangent before we kind of wrap up the whole Drake versus $500K thing. Would you want to sign to Drake or J. Cole? I ain't going to lie to you, bro. Do either one of them have strong showings in the game when it comes to people that they've signed? Let's be honest here. Let's be honest. We being honest here, guys, because I actually listen to all these people's music. Or the people that I comment on are people that I listen to their music, okay? I'm not going to comment on people I listen to their music because I'm not that guy that's just going to be like, oh, you're trash, and I hear your music. That just don't make sense to me. It's mean, and I don't want to do that. It's mean-spirited. I don't want to do that, right? So I want people to actually comment on things that they've actually listened to, right? So when it comes to J. Cole's people, right, we got Boss, we got Jid, J-I-D, we got Ari Lennox, okay? We got Jid, Ari Lennox, and we got Boss, Kaz, and I believe there's a couple other ones, right? But honestly, the Dreamville artists, they haven't made that big of a splash, if we're gonna be honest. Like, they haven't made that big of a splash. Like, J.I.D. is probably the most popular of the bunch, and even then, I don't know if he would drop a project, bro. I don't know if he should drop a project. I don't know if the Dreamville people don't really necessarily care about numbers like that. They really more so care about touring, as they should, because touring is very important. You can sell a whole hell of a lot, but numbers can be very much manipulated and misconstrued and whatnot. So you can sell a whole hell of a lot, and then no one comes to your damn tours. You know what I'm saying? But so I think that Dreamville artists actually focus on touring. But at the same time, man, I don't think the demand is there for the Dreamville artists. And trust me, bro, I love Boss. Like, his album Clouds Never Get Old is a fantastic project. Like, you should definitely listen to that project if you're not. Clouds Never Get Old is a great album. Listen to that album. Ari Lennox is an R&B singer, beautiful voice. People compare her to Erykah Badu, I believe. Great voice. I love it. You know what I'm saying? And then we have JID, and I don't think that JID should put out a project. I just think that it would flop. I think a lot of these people, their projects flop, but there's no really like platform that is putting a telescope on the fact that these people are flopping. You know what I'm saying? Because academics is not going to cover them. And even though I listen to these people's music, it's not like the things that I like to do is just go and be like, oh yeah, this guy flopped. You know what I'm saying? That's just I don't like to do that. But if we're gonna be honest, I know they're flopping, bro. I know they're probably not eclipsing over like 20K, bro. Like if we're gonna be honest, like, because once again, I watch a ton of interviews. Okay, I watch a ton of interviews. The things that interviews really tell you a lot of is that it shows demand, right? If I post somebody on EBM Music Media and y'all know them, y'all gonna watch their videos. Like, that's gonna happen. And you'll see it in the views, right? Baby Keem, y'all clearly are interested in Baby Keem because those videos are going up. The Lil Durk videos, y'all clearly love Lil Durk. Those videos always go up. Y'all love Lil Baby videos. And every time I post Lil Baby, y'all love Lil Baby, right? But I posted Boss. People that listen to their music, I post them on the channel. And I don't even think those videos have gotten over 200K, over 200 views, rather. Like, I don't think any Boss interview has gotten over 200 views. You know what I'm saying? I haven't posted anybody else on the channel from Dreamville, but it's like the demand really isn't there for these artists, right? So it's like, so whose fault does that come down to, right? Is it J. Cole's fault or is it the artist's fault, right? But then we also have Drake's artists, right? So when it comes down to who would you sign, either Drake or J. Cole, Drake's artists, you know, we saw what happened with Isla McConan. Party Next Door don't drop no damn music. I believe Division may still be signed to OVO. But I don't think Drake does that well of managing artists, if we're going to be 100% honest. Like, I don't think he does that well managing artists. Most artists don't do that well at managing other artists. This is also facts. Like, and it seems like a lot of the artists that Drake signs, he kind of just uses as like a writing, people that to help him like write songs and put out hits and stuff like that. But an emergency gonna come up. Drake gonna say, "Damn, I'm sorry. Eat up. I got handle something. Now you stuck on a special class yearbook picture." That's funny. Finding K is life changing if you have the right mindset, and that's a fact. It all comes down to mindset. Outside in the Future, he don't never got the credit he deserved. Just saying, Future definitely does get a lot of credit though. I ain't gonna lie. Future gets a lot of credit. I think that people also do bring up the fact that he honestly he gets more credit than T-Pain, and T-Pain should be getting all the credit. If we're gonna be honest, Future gets more credit for influencing the game right now in the whole auto-tune culture. And the drug culture, like people like Juice WRLD always credited Future, where it's like made him want to drink lean and stuff like that. Like, so Future gets credited a lot. But when it comes to signing the Future though, I don't think that'd be the best idea either. Like who he signed? Like he signed like a Doughboy and I believe a couple other people. But like I can't, other than like Young Thug, bro, signing to an artist. It don't really be the most advantageous because a lot of times the artist is trying to make their own buzz as well. You know what I'm saying? But I think I want to move to the Drake Nicki conversation. All right, the Drake Nicki conversation of who would you rather get a feature from. But let's read the comments for this post on everything we were just talking about. The would you rather win Find a K or a dinner with Drake, and then we're gonna go to who would you rather get a feature from, Drake or Nicki Minaj.